everyone, welcome back to SI Production, welcome back to SIP, and today we have a special video. You guys know, it's about love. And I know that you all like anything that has to do with love, relationship. You're not going to read your book, you've been looking at love and relationship. But that's what we're going to talk about today. It's our month of love, it's February, and I have wisdom on this channel. Couples that have gone through it and are currently going through it, and I try to bring couples that have fresh perspective. You know what I mean? Are you guys married for up to 6 months?
Yeah.
How was up to 1 year?
No.
So they can tell us what marriage is in the first year. So without further ado, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Ladies first. So what's your name?
Hi everyone, my name is Iyanoluwa Abiodun. Still getting used to the name.
What do you do? What do you do?
I'm a grant administrator, so I work with SaaS Culture, and I work with the Creator Kids Pal, where we provide funds for kids.
Good afternoon. Thank you for this invite, first of all, or good day, wherever you're watching from. It's an honor to be here. My name is Abiodun Oyelami, also an administrator. We deal with grant support, culture programs across the province.
It's nice to have you guys on the channel. Thank you so much for honoring the invite. And I was like, which other couple talk about love than these ones? But before we start, your love story, because we know that everyone loves a good love story. So how did you meet? Tell us the story. Summarized version, but tell us.
We met in school, and casually, and from there we lost contact. We did not talk. We were not friends. We were just like, hi, hello, acquaintances. We walk past each other, like, you know how Africans walk past each other and you nod your head like as if you know them. That's how I think we knew each other. Then from there we met again in church. They told me about one of the programs I was doing. Then from there I joined on the program. Every Sunday we meet, we talk. Then from there I was like, okay, let's be friends. Then we were friends for a while. Then from there everything just, I guess it was all God's timing, and it worked out. And from there we started dating, and 6 months after that we were planning marriage even before he proposed. So I guess everything worked out according to God's plan for us. So that was the short story.
Yeah, I think it was a wonderful story because everything started. It wasn't planned.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. Initially, I didn't see her in that picture, which really helped us to
be friends.
Yeah, you know, she's my best friend, and you know, that there was a lot of backstory to this too. I've known her. We've worked in several places before, but we just passed by each other normally. Yeah, wasn't thinking about it. But today she's here, to the glory of God.
To the glory of God.
And she's not going anywhere. So
I know how to.
well, for life. So, but one thing is that what really brought us together, which, you know, is something that, you know, it's good, is the work of God. That was what brought us together. And even when that gave us an avenue to connect with each other more, you know. So the person used to say hello, I to became someone that, from meeting each other, planning. So to you know, that brother out there watching, that sister out there, serve God, serve God. You never know the person you're looking for. And there's this thing they always said that, you know, if you're truly working for God, God knows how to bring the person to you in your area, in your purpose. So we met in purpose. And after we, you know, now that we're married, we're still serving that purpose. I don't have to be telling her something, out of the blue, except if God brings it. So in the summarized version, we met in school, greeted each other, like you said, but what really brought us together was that purpose of God. And we've been here almost a year now. Yeah.
Wow.
7
Almost
months.
a year, yeah.
7 months.
7 months, yeah.
7 months.
I think it's very important that you spoke about the purpose piece, because I feel like, especially like when you do kingdom things, sometimes it can feel like you're just pursuing God, but nothing is happening.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And that's why people tend to start to think outside the box. How can they want to jump out of that purpose in the bid that they would find that person. Do you get what I mean? But sometimes just doing what you're doing. Like that right person will just come from nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's very beautiful. That's very beautiful. So we're going to be playing a game. And the game is titled, How Well Do You Know Your Spouse? So we're going to check everybody's on live TV. Going to see how well Abiodun and Iyanu know themselves. Pizza or pasta? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for pasta.
You go for pasta, right? Which one? What did you write?
Pasta.
Pasta, okay. So cookies or brownies?
Okay.
So cookies or brownies?
Chocolate. Skin. Girl.
You know what's your
answer?
answer?
Cookies.
Cookies, what's the answer?
Cookies.
2/2. Okay. So Biodun, your turn. Smoothies or milkshake? Which one is she most likely to go for? And you're writing your own answer. Smoothies or milkshake? What's your answer? Okay, what's your answer?
Smoothies.
Smoothies.
Because he asked them for this like 2 days ago.
The next one, breakfast or dinner? And
For me?
that is you, yes. Breakfast or dinner?
Okay. This is a bit hard for
Which
you.
Which one do you prefer, breakfast or dinner?
It depends though.
There's no depending in this question.
Okay.
It's only one line, no? Okay, what is your answer?
Breakfast.
Breakfast, what is your answer?
You wrote it.
I don't breakfast for dinner. Depends.
He has half mark for this.
I know it's breakfast because she likes to take breakfast.
Okay. Fizzy drinks or juice? So fizzy drinks like pop or actual juice?
Oh.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't copy me.
I cannot copy you.
Don't copy me.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your
It's
answer?
juice.
Juice?
It doesn't like pop.
Yeah, just out of the
Okay. I think I have the copies. They don't take pop, guys. Okay, so you guys tried actually. I think they failed the other one. Well, you failed the other one. No, he failed the other one.
Yeah.
No, actually, we got everything. Because the answer preluded the answer already has the correct. Good job.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Now that we are all relaxed,
Oh yeah.
let's dive right in. So we've talked about like your love story, how you guys met. We know that you guys were working in purpose, you guys were friends, or you guys were acquaintances in the beginning. So now we're looking at dating in this present world, right? Dating in, I don't want to say Gen Z era, but dating in this our modern world, right? And now dating is very different, right? Dating is not how we used to do it back in our parents' day. Now we have a lot of mediums for dating. So my first question is, do you think dating is easier now than it was back in the day? Do you think we have it easier, or do you think we have it harder?
It's easier now. All you have to do is just on your phone. You guys are chatting, every other thing. You know, back in the day where there's nothing like phones or every other thing, you have to schedule meetings or listen to what people say about the person. But right now it's way easier because it's like you can stalk the person on Instagram. Sorry, but don't do that. But yeah, it's easier. This day of age is very easier because you have all the technologies in the world to make you to help you out. So and also going on dates. It's not something that I think they did back in the day, whereby you can go on dates and you go on dates and you'll be able to know each other face to face anyways like that. But so I feel like it's easier. But it's just that the definition of dating for people
It's very broad now.
is very broad right now than
back
in the day. That's just my own thing.
Yeah, good one. You know, every generation, you know, things change and things are getting better. Before if I go and talk to someone, probably you might have to throw stone to the compound to alert the person that let's meet.
Or go through the parents.
Or go through the parents. But now, and that question too has different component of it. Dating and what you know, when you talk about dating, is it the meeting part? That's one. Is it the process of dating itself? Is it the entirety of dating? Is it the conception of dating? Because that's also been something something that's been like, oh, of late, I've also had, some, is it with the preaching now, kind of an advice that, you should date someone when you're sure that you're ready for marriage.
Yeah.
Which in a way, it's a good way, but just that, sometimes too, life happens to everyone differently. Some people met their spouses way longer, and then they took time to build with that person. Some people will go through heartbreak upon heartbreak upon heartbreak, eat different kind of breakfast
it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So it depends on different kind of ways. But in terms of maybe meeting people now is easier. In fact, where we're sitting down now, there are dating apps too, dating channels. You can just go, like you said, stalk someone, just be scrolling through Instagram and you see fan picture, and like, oh, what is this person? Just slide into their DMs, and they'll slide back into you and respond to you, and get back to you. So I think it's easier now in terms of communicating, in terms of meeting new people. The world is now a global village, like they always say. So everybody is easier you can connect with someone from here. You can meet someone in another country, Germany, Australia, and you're still right in the comfort of your home. Before, you can't do that. Yeah, you have to go through someone. But I think it's easier now.
So do you think, because I do feel like it's easier to meet people, but I'm also thinking about what does that option do for us? Because I feel like nowadays, it's like a plethora of options, rather than back in the days, if you're talking to that person. Now, I think maybe that's why we're confused, because there's so many, there's so many people and options, right? So in that sense, how do you think, do you think that still makes it easier? Because at the end of the day, you still have to choose, right? Or do you think it's just has confused us?
It's easier, but at the same time, I think because it's easier, people are misusing that opportunity and now making it fast into whereby let me talk to several people. From there, I'll pick my options and Why not just say, let's be friends? Let's be friends. Then maybe from that, then you can ask, okay, let me move into the dating phase and all that kind of thing. Because if you're friends with them, you can get to know them on a friend level. True. So,
what has a disadvantage as an advantage too? Because that same thing that we're talking about, that options has given some people the opportunity to meet their current spouse.
True.
You understand? So while some people were busy playing around and having options, some people went in there, got to know the person, and it clicked for them. So it's on both sides of the spectrum. So I'll say that's the balance, is that while it gives us options that to be confused, and also in choosing a partner, it's not that you're confused. Sometimes it's a whole lot of discussion of confusion. Some people don't even know themselves. They don't know themselves. So who they are looking for, they don't even know who they are looking for.
Sure. They don't even know their values.
They don't know their values. You understand? So let me give you a practical example. Someone at 30 and someone at 18, there'll be a difference. Yeah. If that 30-year-old person is matured, he or she already knows what he or she's looking for.
Sure.
Than compared to a 20 or 22-year-old person that is still trying to test out the waters, figure out the waters. So sometimes you become more clear as you go, and also your depth with God too gives you a clear purpose. You understand? Like she said, we didn't go through dating. We didn't go through all those options of dating, so we might not be able to relate with it. But I feel, if you're going in there with a clear purpose and a clear intention that this is what I want to do, and you pray, you don't look for partner by your head knowledge. That's another thing too, that
you
need the wisdom from God, because sometimes the person you're looking for online is right beside you.
Why do you think that was a shade?
No, it's true.
It's
true. Sometimes the person you are looking for online is right beside you.
And you can't recognize them.
And even the person that is even consoling you, sorry.
Might be the one.
You are going through it, sorry. What happened? In fact, if we go into this, we'll not live here. There are some people that are advising other people. But they don't know they're advising their spouses. their future spouse. They are saying, oh, did you do that? Oh, did you do that? Oh, did she do that? Yes, yeah, sorry. And how about you try it like this again? You're even advising your future spouse, not knowing that I'm a living example. I'm a living example. You know? But, and sometimes some people need to go through that journey.
True.
Because if you don't go through it, you will not really appreciate the person at the end of the day.
True.
You know, sometimes you'll have gone through the Israelite journey, toured the whole world.
Vagina.
Thank God now open your eyes and like, oh, so he's here. So it's like that. So the plethora of options has brought some people's spouse, and also it has led to some people being confused, and that's why we need to, involve God in your search because you don't even know your tomorrow, right? So how will you do it with your head knowledge? And the fact that someone is responding to you, in fact, some people are I don't know who needs to hear this. Some people are in a relationship that is not the relationship God has for them. They don't know. It will take them time to discover it. So don't be confused. Go with God. Watch the journey and keep praying. Prayer too. And if your partner is online, well, if you are praying and your partner is on Facebook, God will help you. Ask for direction. God will help.
Well, I really like when you said involve God in your search. So I think that is where we miss it, right? With dating apps, with meeting traditionally, with different things we do, I feel like the main goal is involving God in it, right? I'm going to talk about red flags and green flags. So I feel like a lot of people talk about red flags, but we don't really talk about what are the green ones? How do you know this is green light? Do you get what I mean?
First, somebody that is not kind. Because if you're kind, then you'll be able to portray that. Because kindness goes a long road. Kindness is, let's say, how you treat a waitress or somebody at the restaurant, opening the door for somebody. That is who you are. Like being kind it speaks a lot, because if you need it in marriage. Sorry to say, you need somebody that is kind actually. And also another thing is authoritative.
Okay. Like commanding?
Yeah, commanding. Because in marriage is partnership. If you have a very authoritative person, so there's no freedom. There's no the person not allowing you to shine in your own side, your own light. So it's like as if they're downing your light. So it's like an authoritative person. It has to be my own way or the highway or no other way. So it's like no. It's like that's not good in a relationship anyways, because it has to be, even though it tells you what to do, even though it's like, okay, it's telling you what to do, but it's not as a leader and everything. You're not commanding, you're not controlling. Thank you. You're not controlling, you're not commanding. It's like, because if it's that, then am I your servant? Am I beneath you or something? That's
and it's a friendship too. You don't control your friends. You know what I mean? And if it's partnership too, even most of our managers in the office, they don't even command. If you ever command, they're going to report to you. Could you imagine? So he's the head of the house, because there are things if you guys don't agree, he can. By the end of the day, right, it's how you even say it.
Yeah, true. How you say it, true. So I was like, no, that's a red flag for me. And on a first date, let's say I'm on a first date with you, and you being self-absorbed, you not
self-absorbed. You starting a
lot about yourself.
What kind of date?
Excuse me, give me room to talk about me too. Not be only you be on this date. That kind of thing. It's me and you're not giving room for the other person. That is on the first date, no. Even though I know first date is like you're trying to get to know each other, you're trying to impress the lady. That is I'll say no, it's
like a red flag.
It's like a red flag actually. Yeah, true.
So,
or also on the red flag, you trying to, you can be on the red flag and you're trying to talk about yourself also, and somebody's demeaning, belittling you too, belittling you too. From there you notice few things. Few things like that. There's a lot of red flags in life.
There's a lot of, and I think sometimes red flags also. red flag can just be bad character sometimes. But I think red flag also depends on individuality as well. Because I feel like there are some red flags that are very obvious, but I feel like there are some that is a very this thin line.
Subtle,
right?
You two don't be the red flag.
Walking red flag.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing shit?
I like to throw the shade. Sometimes we need to hear the shades.
I'm not throwing shade. It's
But
just
it's the truth,
it's
though.
just the truth.
True.
Everybody thinks they have good character.
Oh.
Let me give you an example. There's a statement that they always say, "Oh, I want someone that will love me for who I am." But the question is, who are you?
My own question is that, are you ready to even love the other person for who they are too? That's my own question.
That's a good point too. Like you want someone that love me for who I am. Some people, you cannot date yourself. You can't. I'm asking you, can you date yourself? If the answer is yes, okay, you're fine. But that's not still the end. If the answer is a no, then you already know that there's a problem to be fixed. And one of the things that we find it difficult to do is to accept our own character flaw. So sometimes we want to defect it to another person. And sometimes we want to make someone else carry the responsibility for what you are meant to do. You understand? Some people have bad character. It's a gift that they're battling with, that they need to work on.
It's a gift.
It's an embodiment. Some people have bad character. Some people have bad mouth. They can abuse anybody, even in a situation that does not warrant
Warranted, yeah.
And sometimes one of the mistakes we make is sometimes we see other people from our own lens, not from their lens. You understand? For example, now someone is telling you the truth. You need to work on this. You are telling you they are judging me. I mean, how long? Get better. Be okay. Be work on yourself. That's what they're trying to tell you. You know. So for some people, red flag is we sat there and he was not judging me. He was telling me to do this. He was telling me to do that. Marriage is not a rocket science. Whatever happens in your dating phase is most likely some of the things you will carry over into the marriage. As a guy, as a woman, as a guy, you can't wash plates before you got married. Who will wash your plates when you're married? Better head time, start washing your plates. What am I saying is, work on yourself first.
True.
You understand? Some people have lost good partners because they themselves are not good partners.
True. It's two whole people in marriage.
Make a marriage.
Yeah.
So, first of all, don't be the red flag. You understand? Because when the Bible even says if your eyes is sharp or is clear, how good is that eyes? I think it's a match, But if your eyes is corrupted, if your eyes is bad, every other thing you see you become bad. But when you see with a clear eyes, that's when you can know who is a red flag and who is not a red flag. You understand? So whatever you need to work on first, some people don't need to be searching. They need to work on themselves first. Like sit down and ask yourself, what are the things I need to work on first? Because whatever you don't work on before you get married, it's hard to correct it. It takes the grace of God. And another thing is, I will change him, I will change her. Good luck. I'm routing for you. God will help you. You can't change anybody. So, but God can give you the grace
To help
the person. But don't have the mind that you change the person. So number one, red flag, number one is don't be the red flag yourself. You yourself, look internally. And the thing is, we know where we are, like I said, we know where we're having issues. Number two is pride. Some people are proud. You don't talk to me that way. Who are you? That's why someone else can talk to a waiter anyhow. You can talk to other people. You can treat any other people. When you walk in humility, you honor other people. Marriage is more about honoring each other. When you are married, that's what you do most of your life. You wake up and serve. That's marriage. That's marriage. It's not the Ashrebi. It's not the.
I love him. Who
Yeah,
says that?
love is service. Love is service.
Service.
It's service. Love is service. Your wife say, or your husband say, let me iron my clothes. Me, I will iron your clothes. Me, I will wash the dishes. Do you know who I am? Who are you? Okay, work. Love is service, because at the end of the day, most of what you'll be doing will be serving each other. The I love you is I'm here to serve you. Once you see love from that perspective, maybe marriages will start working. I won't say reducing, but people will start knowing that yes, okay, I'm going into this to go and serve this person. And what you will carry over is what you have now. You know, you're going on a journey, you're driving your car, you won't borrow my own gas for your own car. No, whatever you put in your gas is what will carry you through. Does that person's value align with your values? That is something that, there's some people that, myself and my wife, were watching a show, and from there, we already knew that this thing is heading towards a trouble. You know, you're talking with someone on the first date and they're like, oh, for me, family is not family is not that important. I don't even care whether they are alive or dead. And your own value, you're a family person. You know, so there's some things that are negotiable. There's some things that are not negotiable. If your values, if the main core of your own values, for example, you're a person of faith, that's who you are. You told the person, oh, I'm a person of faith, and the person like, well, I don't care whether God exists or not. You already know that that's a red flag. There's nothing like, maybe we can find something to do, except if God tells you that, oh, you can help that person. Sometimes we create unnecessary problem for ourselves in the name of love. You want to convert someone that in their journey, you are not the one meant to do the work. That's the problem. And you now see that, oh, you heard later that they broke up. What happened? And they just didn't, they said they are incompatible. There's no English, they always use inseparable, something
different.
And sometimes most relationships that crashes, sometimes you will see the sign from the beginning. But the ability to accept the truth too is something that's painful for us. I said being an old person.
Being a what?
Old person.
A whole person, okay.
Yeah, old person is that you're holistically sound.
Spiritual.
You might not be there 100%, but at least you're ready for this thing. Because for example, you just left a relationship that you've not healed, you've not taken care of yourself. The next person you're going to fall into will be a victim. That one is not. If you are not a victim, the next person will be a victim. So being holistically sound is something. So once you see someone like that is old, then you can be sure that you're on the right path to be having a good relationship.
Someone that loves Jesus. My husband, like a Jesus boy.
Jesus.
Jesus. Because it actually, it was a good part. Because if you love God, trust me, you will love me. Because if you follow God, you will not you will be.
You have that consciousness.
There's a consciousness.
Yeah.
You know, do you know the which is true, because when you love God, you know this fear that women will do this, women will do this, women will hold your man.
You're not concerned.
I have God. If he likes, if he's going off course, God is there for me to report him to. That's all I know. I'm true. Yeah. So I feel like actually, kind and somebody that loves God, because when you love God, it will be hard, because when you love and you are submitted to God. Is it possible for you to now say you want to treat your other human being because unkind, and you won't be able to show the love? That's not possible when your Father is love.
I know, and the fear of God is a preservative.
Sure.
Like you kind of preserve you to do some certain things, right? Because you know, like you're like, me and God no say like do this one. Know what I mean? So
Keeps in check.
Keeps in check. Okay. But like, do you think there is the one, or do you think like we have options and we can pick that one that ticks the box?